Wonderful. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are all around the world. Thank you for tuning in into this week's webinar. Welcome, Ali. How are you
Hello, I'm
doing?
good. I'm good. How are you?
Incredibly good. Still
Hello,
energized after
everyone.
Hong Kong.
Good to see you all.
Welcome, Logan. How are you doing?
Fantastic. We have some exciting announcements, so please stay tuned until the end of the webinar. We have a few things to go through. We will speak about the Velocity event that we're still coming down from. What a blast we had. We will talk about also reserves. We will talk about river announcements as well as all our tour events announcements coming up for this year. So very exciting. Without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen.
Absolutely. How was Hong Kong, Ali? Logan?
Oh, it was amazing. Wish we were still there.
I had the best time. Best time. Looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. It was incredible, and it's always a pleasure to meet you in person. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today and to celebrate fresh beginnings and exciting opportunities ahead. Looks like we are set to begin, Logan.
Yes, you guys can see my presentation all right?
Absolutely perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk about the powerful but also very simple idea of reserves. Because throughout history, reserves have been how nations, institutions, and platforms deal. It's how they survive uncertainty and deal with stress, and it makes the difference between any system that will collapse under this stress or any system that will endure. Sorry. Just make this smaller to see. Right, so we're moving from a world that has been anchored in gold to fiat and now towards digital reserves, with Bitcoin and crypto being at the center of this transition. Because at its core, a reserve is simply a buffer. Central banks, governments hold reserve currencies to manage shocks and maintain trust. Traditionally, this meant foreign currencies, government bonds, and gold. In today's global economy, reserves are about sovereignty and diversification. They allow for countries to defend their balance of payments, stabilize exchange rates, and hedge against inflation crisis and geopolitical risks. As of 2026, global foreign exchange reserves exceeded $12 trillion, and gold still makes up 10 to 15% of many nations' portfolios. So that tells us one thing clearly. Even in a modern world, hard reserves still matter. So for much of modern history, gold was out at the foundation of trust. Under the gold standard, currencies were directly redeemable for gold. This limited money printing, encouraged price stability, and also enabled global trade. But there was a cost. Economic growth was constrained by gold supply, and during shortages, deflation crushed economies. After World War II, the system faded, ending fully in 1971. Yet gold never disappeared. Today, central banks still hold over 36,000 tons of gold worth roughly $3 trillion. And gold remains a benchmark for what non-fiat reserves should be. And this is where Bitcoin enters the conversation. So, as you know, in 1971, Bretton Woods removed the gold standard in the US. And Bitcoin is often called digital gold, and that's not marketing, that is economics. Because like gold, Bitcoin is scarce, politically neutral, and resistant to debasement. But unlike gold, it's instantly portable, perfectly divisible, and globally verifiable. Gold proved that scarcity creates trust. Bitcoin proves that digital scarcity can do the same without borders. So if we look at the graphs here on the screen, here we have in orange, we have the supply of gold next to the supply of Bitcoin. As you can see, gold has been around for many, many more years than Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin is already set to overtake gold. And here you look at Bitcoin supply. You see it completely tapers off here, stopping fully at 21 million because Bitcoin has a cap supply. And you could see here the inflation of the number of Bitcoins produced per year is actually decreasing. So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, and less Bitcoins are being produced each year. So after the gold standard, fiat currencies took over. Fiat gave governments flexibility, but also introduced long-term inflation risk. Today, the US dollar still denominates global reserves, but debt levels have reached historic highs, with the US debt exceeding $38 trillion. This environment is exactly why crypto reserves are emerging. By 2026, governments collectively hold an estimated 600 to 700,000 BTC, worth roughly $50 billion, acquired through seizures, mining, and direct purchases. Crypto reserves aren't replacing fiat, they're hedging against its weaknesses. As you see, countries adopt Bitcoin for 4 strategic reasons. First, inflation protection. Bitcoin's fixed supply protects purchasing power in a way fiat cannot. Second, diversification and sovereignty. Holding Bitcoin reduces the reliance on the US dollar and traditional financial rails. Third, economic resilience. Bitcoin attracts capital, innovation, and acts as a reserve for unstable economies. And number 4, geopolitical strategy. First movers gain leverage, The US Strategic Bitcoin Reserve established in 2025 signals just how serious this has become. Today, over 28 countries actively hold or use Bitcoin, with more preparing to follow. Here, we have institutional players are reaching the same conclusion. By the end of 2026, institutions are projected to hold over 2.3 million BTC. Why? Because Bitcoin improves risk-adjusted returns, hedges against currency debasement, and now benefits from regulatory clarity through ETFs. US Bitcoin ETF alone manages roughly 135 billion with nearly 1 million BTC under custody. Major players like MicroStrategy and BlackRock to sovereign wealth funds are treating Bitcoin not as speculation, but as strategic infrastructure. This graph here is showing how it will be impossible for every address to hold one full Bitcoin, increasing the price of Bitcoin dramatically as the future unfolds. So you can see here, shown, this is Bitcoin, shown in the yellow. And then we have the number of retail as well as institutional addresses here, shown in blue. As you could see, it's out surpassing the number of Bitcoins. Here you see the demand for Bitcoin is increasing as the supply is decreasing. So this is the total amount of BTC on exchanges here in purple. Then we have Bitcoin priced in US dollar here in green. Then we have the balance of all, Bitcoin on ETFs. You could see it just started very recently. Then here in the orange, you have the number of companies holding BTC. And in yellow, we have the number of governments holding Bitcoin. So when we look globally, the trend becomes undeniable. The United States leads with over 325,000 BTC, followed by China, the UK, and the Ukraine. Smaller nations like Bhutan and El Salvador have also leveraged mining and purchases to build reserves far larger than their economies would suggest. In total, governments control roughly 2.3% of Bitcoin's total supply. And remember, because Bitcoin's supply is capped, every reserve today is harder and harder to replicate tomorrow. So in other words, over 97% of Bitcoin's supply is not controlled by governments. That means more than 20 million of the 21 million total Bitcoin remain outside of state control. And that number of countries holding Bitcoin is only set to grow. As we said, 28 countries and counting currently hold Bitcoin. Globally, over 560 million people now own crypto. Institutional inflows remain net positive despite volatility. Over 60% of institutions held or increased Bitcoin exposure after the 2025 drawdown. Even regulatory scrutiny and illicit concerns adoption continues to accelerate. The direction of travel is clear. Here you can see the cumulative flows from Bitcoin ETFs. So the launch of the Bitcoin ETF market also sparked a massive surge in demand. Already almost 1 million Bitcoins have been acquired through exchange traded funds. So if we look here, the grayish black line is representing Bitcoin. And now every line with color under it is represented by the top leading Bitcoin ETFs. As you can see, they are acquiring more and more every day, every month. So gold taught us that trust comes from scarcity, neutrality, and durability. Bitcoin shares those traits, but in digital form. Yes, risks remain, volatility, regulations, adoption curves, but the opportunity is historic. Just as gold once anchored global finance, Bitcoin may anchor the digital financial era. So the reserve concept is evolving from gold to fiat to crypto. Each shift reflects the realities of its time. Today's reality is digital, global, and increasingly decentralized. Crypto reserves are no longer theoretical. They are already shaping national strategies, institutional portfolios, and financial platforms. And this brings us to our own reserve model. At Solnex, we've applied these same principles: transparency, discipline, and longevity. A 20% fee on all platform withdrawals is automatically converted into SOL and held in our public on-chain Solnex reserve. This reserve is fully transparent and verifiable by anyone. And critically, if Bitcoin becomes the superior store of value, those funds are instantly converted into BTC, ensuring the reserve always prioritizes long-term preservation. And yes, this isn't marketing, this is a commitment. The Solnex Reserve is our promise of stability, resilience, and alignment with the future of money. Now, let's all talk about insurance points. Insurance points is an accounting system. So insurance points provide a transparent and audible method for tracking all funds held within the Solnex Reserve vault. Every $1 deposited, 100 insurance points are issued. For every $1 withdrawn, 100 insurance points are burned. This is known as a born-to-burn mechanism, ensuring that insurance points only exist while value remains in the system. Any insurance points not redeemed are fully backed one-to-one by assets held within the Solnex Reserve Vault. So this mechanism guarantees transparency, accountability, and continuous reserve backing. But many of you may be asking, why Solana? Solana is one of the fastest and most efficient financial networks in the world. And key reasons Solana was chosen is the extremely high transaction throughput, low transaction costs, and designed for global scale financial applications. There's also significant long-term upside potential, with many analysts projecting the possibility of SOL reaching $1,000 per coin. Historically, Solana has delivered exceptional returns for early investors, ranking among the top performing blockchain ecosystems since its pre-launch phase. As you can see here, comparing it to ecosystems of similar size, the returns of Solana for its investors have been top tier. So you can see the ICO was in June 2018. The ICO price was at 20 cents. Today, the current price of Solana is $87.95. So that return since its ICO is 440x. You compare with Bitcoin over the same time, 10.6x. Compare with TRX over the same time, 7x. And compared with Ethereum over the same time frame is only 4.7x. So we presented it before and we will present it again. Here it is. The Solnex Reserve Vault is officially live. You can see it on your Solnex user dashboard, updated the 10th of every month. You can verify it directly by scanning the QR code displayed on the screen and viewing the public on-chain address. This is a major milestone for Metasol, Solnex, and every member of our community. So let's take the time now for some announcements. We have our I will stop sharing. If we can do, please, tech team, the velocity video and the reserves video, please. Thank you. If we could just go directly into the reserves video, please.
We wanted to thank you for these unforgettable days in Hong Kong, for everybody who has participated, and I'm incredibly proud of us and grateful for opportunities ahead. Let's go.
Through structure, not promises, not assumptions, but mechanisms designed to protect capital, even under pressure. This is the Solnex Vault, your capital's fortress. At the core of the Solnex Vault is a simple, transparent safeguard: insurance points, or IPs. They are protection. They exist to guarantee withdrawal integrity and long-term capital security. For every $1 deposited to activate a Solnex grid, 100 insurance points are instantly allocated to your account. These points represent your insured withdrawal capacity inside the Solnex ecosystem. When capital is withdrawn, for every $1 withdrawn, 100 insurance points are depleted. This creates a direct, transparent relationship between capital movement and coverage. Coverage doesn't disappear, it evolves. Activating additional grids automatically replenishes your insurance points. This ensures continuity of protection as long as participation continues. More engagement strengthens the system. The Solnex Vault is engineered to ensure one critical outcome: the eventual redemption of all undepleted insurance points. After their 365-day validity period, remaining insurance points are honored. This is proof of reserve by design, not hidden, not discretionary programming. The Solnex Vault doesn't rely on trust, it builds it through structure, through transparency, through enforceable guarantees. This is capital protection for a new financial era. This is Solnex Vault.
We have some more incredible announcements. Logan, would you like to tell us more about River?
Yes, absolutely. We will also have a video on that. So basically, we're very excited. We just, as you saw this video, we have our proof of reserve is officially live. You can check it online anytime. Also, we have our River will be our partnership with River. The app will be officially going live in about 30 days. So this is very exciting. Also, some of our shortlisted leaders have recently joined and they are building their teams and generating significant business. So to support this momentum, we've extended the deadline until February 28th for you to convert your paid momentum passes into free momentum passes. So you still have 10 days left, so keep up the good work. Now, I think Rafaela will take it away.
Absolutely. Can we play the Should we play the river video first?
Sure we can. Are you guys seeing my video? We'll play it first then.
Perfect.
Tech team, please show the river.
Money was never meant to stop at borders, but for decades it has. Accounts limited by geography, cards restricted by currencies, ownership defined by institutions, not
You guys seeing it?
individuals. Today, a new generation moves faster than borders ever could, and finance needs to move with them. This is River. River is built for a world that lives on-chain, where your money is global by default and ownership is non-negotiable. Not another bank, not another wallet. River is the self-custodial way to bank, spend, and earn without friction, without permission, without compromise. At River, everything starts with one principle. Your money should belong to you always, your keys, your assets, your flow. That's why River is self-custodial by design, with bank-grade security, on-chain transparency, and a seamless experience that feels familiar while working fundamentally differently. Meet the River card. A card that doesn't sit on top of your wallet, it is your wallet. Spend online, in-store, or virtually. From Lagos to Lisbon, New York to anywhere next. Every payment pulls instantly from your River balance. No transfers, no waiting, no middlemen, fiat, stablecoins, crypto, all blended into one unified balance, real-time conversions, transparent rates, zero hidden fees. The River Card turns digital assets into real-world freedom, so your lifestyle never has to leave your wallet behind. Behind the card is the River account. Finance without borders, ownership without doubt. Fund your account in seconds, send money globally, spend anywhere, all inside one clean, self-custodial super app. On-chain by design, effortless by experience, and because idle money shouldn't stay idle, introducing River Origin. With Origin, your balance doesn't just sit, it earns. Yield generated directly inside your wallet. No extra steps, no lockups, no hidden terms. Your money working quietly, transparently, efficiently, while you focus on living. River reduces borderless finance to 3 simple actions. Create your account, fund it with fiat or crypto, spend, send, and earn instantly. No paperwork, no friction, just flow. And along the way, River rewards you cashback in stable coins, referral bonuses, freedom without hidden costs, all protected by advanced encryption, biometrics, and real-time transaction monitoring with on-chain transparency, keeping everything verifiable. Today, River stands alongside Metasol, partners in building infrastructure for a truly borderless future. Together, we're enabling a new financial standard, one that's global, self-custodial, and designed for what comes next. Because the future of finance isn't locked in vaults, it's carried in your pocket, controlled by your keys, moving at your speed. Your money deserves better than borders. River. Your money. Your keys. Your flow.
Very exciting stuff. I spoke with
Absolutely.
Pavel today, and he says we're about a month away from launch, so stay tuned, guys. Very exciting to come.
Absolutely incredible. Looking forward to this partnership. Well, we want you to be part of this journey. We want to meet and greet you and recognize your work throughout this journey. We have many strong events taking place this year. Let's have a look together at Genesis World Tour. Perfect. So, the roadmap consists of 6 phases, 5 continents, and 1 vision. The first step has been the Solnex 60-day pre-launch. This was the proving ground. For 60 days, global leaders aligned, teams formed, and the earliest builders secured their place in history, not as spectators, but as founding participants. The second phase was Velocity 2026. Tech team, if we can. Yeah, perfect. One more slide, please. Great. So the second phase was Velocity 2026, our global launch in Hong Kong. We had 4 incredible great days together. It was a pleasure to meet and greet you and to celebrate these opportunities and exciting opportunities ahead together. Well, On that day, alignment has become momentum. Now, on to the next one. Our next event will be Momentum in Prague, Czech Republic, where our company is based. 90 days after the launch, the focus shifts to scale through leaders. We will recognize new rank advancements, we will deliver advanced training, and we will activate regional expansion. Then, on to the next one, Quantum, happening in July 2026 in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. This is the technical inflection point. At this Deep Tech Summit, Metasol introduces quantum yield as a service. Then, our next one will be Ignition, happening in November 2026 in Singapore. This will be the climax of the Genesis World Tour. We will have the Ignition Summit, a broadcast-ready global crypto summit marking the official token generation event, which will be launching in 1 year from now. And we will have the Genesis Gala, our first ever Grandmaster and Samurai ranks crowned on stage, top 10 global earners honored, and the bold 2027 DAO and ecosystem roadmap revealed. Then we will have Zenith, the Elite Leaders Retreat, happening in January 2027 in Las Vegas, USA. Zenith is not just a conference, it's the peak. It's an ultra luxury invitation only retreat for the top 1% of global leadership, designed for retention, vision alignment, and legacy building. Velocity has already happened, momentum is locked in, and the journey is only beginning. We are looking ahead to 5 more global events happening to be announced soon. And definitely looking forward to meet the community, to meet and greet you in person. Many strong qualifiers will be at these next 5 events. The qualifications are out now at solnex.ai. Please also follow us on Telegram at Solnex official announcement page and Metasol official. Logan.
Thank you very much, Rafaela. And just to reiterate the announcement from earlier, guys, some of you shortlist leaders who have recently joined, and you guys have been building your teams out amazing, generating significant business already. So we're supporting this movement by extending the deadline until February 28th to convert your paid momentum passes into your free momentum passes because you earned it. So thank you so much, guys. Tech team, I think we have one more clip, right? For the events, I think. If we could please roll that.
Absolutely.
Oh, maybe I'll stop sharing first. Right.
For the next big thing, momentum. Leadership acceleration and regional expansion. 25th of April, 2026, Prague, Czech Republic, for mentor rank and above leaders. Momentum is not accidental, it's built through preparation, discipline, and leadership. 90 days after launch, the journey enters its next phase. Welcome to Momentum, set in the heart of Europe, in the historic city of Prague, Czech Republic, a city known for resilience, strategy, and influence, a fitting ground for leaders ready to expand their impact. Momentum is designed for one purpose: to build the next generation of leadership. This is a high-energy convention where vision turns into execution, advanced training, strategic alignment, and recognition of leaders who've stepped forward. Here, growth is not theoretical, it is deliberate. This event is reserved for those who have earned their place. Mentor rank and above achievers. Leaders who didn't wait to follow, but chose to guide. Momentum honors progress and prepares leaders for greater responsibility. Momentum marks the next wave of global expansion, strengthening leadership presence across the Middle East, South Asia, and African markets. This is where regional strategy aligns with global vision. This is momentum.
Very nice. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for your time and attention. We truly appreciate your trust and support. Thank you all so much. Have a great night and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Ali. And thank you to the community for joining us today. See you next week.
See you.